most people are going to fail the first week of the new year. Before you guys set any more goals or you set any more resolutions, watch this video because I'm going to save you a ton of time, a lot of failure, and I'm going to help you guys with like the number one strategy that you need to see your goals all the way through. But more importantly, what I'm going to drop in this video is how high achievers are going to guarantee that they hit their goals in the first 90 days of 2025. Okay, this is probably the most important video that you could watch when it comes to goal setting and achievement. And I'm going to break that down. I'm going to break down a strategy that will help you not just win the year, but fucking get these first 90 days locked in so that you guys can set the tone and have success, all right? So make sure you watch the whole video. Save this one. If you're new to the channel here, hit subscribe, click like, comment, get YouTube to teach you guys, to feed you more of this content, because this is going to be helpful, all right? By the way, my name is Jeremiah Sullivan. I was a small town kid. I was a quitter in life, and I turned that all around. I went from quitter to winner. I got into one of the Army's premier special operations units, the 75th Ranger Regiment, as an infantry officer. Once I finished my time in special operations, I became an infantry commander. I have 4 deployments, 3 to Afghanistan, 1 to Iraq. I've done several military schools, obviously like the Air Assault School, Airborne Recon School. I succeeded at a very high level in the military, and then I decided, you know what? It's fucking time for me to get out of the military and become an entrepreneur. So I got out of the military and built my company, helping business leaders, working professionals, help them all achieve their goals in their personal and professional lives, okay? So that's what I do now, and I'll just fucking pat myself on the back because I'm pretty fucking good at it, all right? I've been coaching since 2018, the end of 2018, and the beginning of 2019 was when I really was focused on building it, So point is not very many people make it in the coaching space as long as I have. So that shows you guys how long I've been doing it, and it is my primary duty, so to speak. Okay, it's the main thing that I do as an entrepreneur. So let's just dive right into it. Before you set goals, guys, don't set goals for the year, not yet. All right. The first thing that you want to do when it comes to achievement in 2025, okay, regardless of how last year went for you, if you failed at your goals last year, good, motherfucker, you're supposed to fail. The purpose of your goals, write this down. The purpose of my goals is to grow. The purpose of my goals is not to achieve. The purpose of my goals is to grow. Guys, it's really important. A high achiever is constantly going to set goals that they know that they can't quite pull off. They want something that's out of their reach. So every one of you guys are supposed to fucking fail. Failure and success, it's the same direction. So you're on track if you're failing. All right? Now you're off track if you just give up and you quit and you go the other way. We don't want to do that. So let's get your head back in the game. And before you set any goals, the first thing that we want to ask ourselves is not what do I want to achieve in 2025? How do I want to grow? Who do I want to be? Okay? Who do I want to be by 2026? Listen to what I just said. Before you set goals, guys, please do this. Ask yourself, who do you want to be? Okay? Before we figure out what we want to do, we need to figure out who. When I changed my life personally, okay, when I went from quitter to winner in the military, I got clear about who I wanted to be first. Every single time a person levels up, not just in my life, but all high achievers, they focus on who they want to be. Now, most of the time, people aren't even aware that that's what they're doing. A high achiever will just start pursuing a goal, but there's a subtle hidden thought inside of their mindset of a person that they could be that they're actually chasing. In other words, who a person wants to be is a subconscious idea. It's an idea that they're completely unaware of. And they have this identity. There's who they want to be, and then there's who they think they are. And that identity drives all of their actions. So what you need to focus on is not who you think you are, but who do you want to be. Put more energy and more focus into the leader that you want to be. So for me, I knew I wanted to be an operator. That led me to becoming a ranger. when I decided to get out of the military, I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. That led me to starting my coaching business. So first and foremost, who the fuck do you want to be in 2025? Spend time asking that question. Who do you want to grow into? What type of person, what type of character, what kind of attributes, what kind of traits, what kind of profession does that person have? Who do you want to be? Now, once we have who, spend some time on that. Write it out in a paragraph, write it out in detail, the ideal version of you. And I'm telling you, if you have a vision, guys, if you have a vision, okay, if you have a dream, like when you go to sleep, if you dream about a certain future, or if you're daydreaming as you're driving down the road about a certain life, that life is more real than the reality that you live in. It's more real because it's an actual potential that exists that you can actually tap into. These ideas inside of your mind are actually what create the physical world. So the physical world gets created from ideas first. That's why it's more real than the actual reality that we live in, because the idea came first. The idea of a house was inside of a person's mind before it became a physical reality. So this idea of who you could be, this dream that you have inside of your mind, it's more real than the world that you're living in. Time just hasn't caught up and action hasn't produced the result that you're seeking. So number one, who do I want to be? Then once you have the who, write out 4 outcomes that person achieves in 2025. Okay? So I know who. Now I have 4 outcomes. Hey, they make this much money doing this type of work. They live in this space, this place. Maybe they don't live in California. They live in Florida, or they live in Colorado, whatever. Those are places I've lived. They train. They do a bodybuilding competition, or maybe they do jiu-jitsu. I don't know what your fitness goals is, but something like that. And then maybe they're philanthropic. They freaking every single week they do something, or every month, every quarter they do something of service in their community. I don't know what it is for you, but pick 4 things that person pulls off, and then set your goals up, reverse engineer those big goals. These are your big 4 goals. Set them up and set them so they're measurable for the 12-month mark, 6-month mark, 3 months, and 1 month, which means you're going to figure out who you want to be. Then you're going to pick 4 goals that you want to achieve, that person achieves within a year, big ones, and then you're going to reverse engineer them from 12 months, 6 months, 3 months, and 1 month. And then you need to focus today. Okay, now this is the last part here that's most important for the next 90 days. Once you got your goals set, okay, you know who, you have a vision of who you want to be, you have a roadmap, which is your goals. The last thing is that you need your lifeline, and your lifeline is your habits. Your habits are the road that are going to take you to the goals. So the goals are the road map, right? It's like, hey, here's the directions to get to this identity that I'm building. But your habits are the actual road that takes you there. So you need to build a road to the outcomes that you're after, to the goals that you're seeking. So what are the habits that support the goals that you guys are putting together? If you have a business, if you know you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to level up your business, and that person achieves a certain goal, what are the habits that drive that goal? What are the habits that drive that outcome? All right. Now I'll tell you one little thing on this, guys, is your habits, it's going to take a lot more work than you guys think. You're not nearly going to do enough effort. So you're going to underestimate what you can do in 10 years, and you're going to overestimate what you can do in 10. That's fine. The timeline that you guys set for your goals, the 12 months, 6 months, 3 months, and 1 month, the timeline, write this down. My timeline is a guide. My timeline is a guide to my goals. It's a general guide. All right? My habits are my lifeline to my goals. My habits are my lifeline to my goals. You will not pull off your goals without the right habits. So the first 90 days of 2025, guys, what we all need to focus on. I've helped a lot of businesses hit their fucking revenue goals. I've helped, when I was in the infantry, my primary duty as an infantry officer and even commander was to meet quarterly objectives, right? To hit targets. I am a professional at knocking targets down, right? That's what people pay me for. Okay? If you do this, guys, you will fucking win. Write this down. If you listen to me, you will win. If you listen to me, you will win. Okay? Now, remember what I said. Your timeline, your deadline is a guide. Your habits are your lifeline. So what are the habits that are going to take you through and see your goals through, regardless of the deadline? Okay, I don't care if these goals, you pull them off this year, if they take you 5 years, but what are the habits that if you follow them and you follow that road, they are guaranteed to take you to the outcome that you're after? That's what you want to focus on. It's for the first 90 days here. Let's focus on stacking up those habits that support your goals and that support your identity. So you better be, if the best version of you is physically fit, so you guys better be doing something for your fitness. The best version of you makes a really good living, so you guys better be doing something for your money, providing service to the world. The best version of you is good to your family. It's a leader in your household, so you guys better be doing something for your family. And the best version of you, it has strong faith and is living a life of giving back. So you guys should be doing something to make your family better and those around you, your team better. All right. This is a fucking really, really condensed, very good video on goal setting and achievement. There's going to be a shit ton of obstacles on your guys' way for the next year, next 12 months. You're going to encounter so many setbacks. You're going to have issues in your family. You're going to have financial troubles. You're going to have all sorts of adversity. You're going to get sick. You're going to have people lie to you, steal, maybe even steal from you. Who knows the type of adversity that could come your way? Your mission is to build yourself into somebody that executes on your habits no matter fucking what. Let life bend to your will. Let life bend to your motherfucking habits. Life is going to go up and down. And your job as the leader of your team is to stay the damn course. That's my message for you guys today. So before you go and set your goals, just real quick, who do I want to be? What are those broken down? I'm going to set four goals now. What are those? 12, 6, 3, and 1 months. And then for the next 90 days, what are the habits that support my goals? Let me get to fucking work. Bonus point here. The habits that you guys need to start are the ones that you're avoiding the most. The habits that you need to start are the ones that you're avoiding the most. You need to be waking up at a disciplined time. You need to be eating clean. You need to be doing morning physical training of some sort, just like we did in the military. That you need to be reading. You need to be reflecting. And then you need to be executing on those goals every single fucking day. No days off. Why would you want to take days off from something that you love building? That doesn't make any sense. So go build the life that you love, and we'll see you guys in more videos. Conquer all.